All right, Todd, what's going on in the market?
Definitely highly recommend everybody should take it, to be honest.
Ryan's looking at his calendar right now going, do I even have that on my calendar? What am I doing August 8th?
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going over the Greater Phoenix Metro market statistics for the week ending July 29th. A lot of things happening today. 108 days closed on market, 2.63 months supply, a 38% absorption rate. Average list price at $742,000 this past week. Average sale price at $534,000 this past week. List price to sale price ratio 97.78. Active inventory took a little bit of a hit, 18,455. Pending is sitting at 3,435, and closed units month to date at 4,977. We only took 1,558 listings this past week. That's a problem. Days on market for active is continuing to raise. It's now at 108.1, and for closed at 77.9. Taking a look at the lower left-hand side where we talk about price ranges, almost every single range except for the $200,000 to $400,000 range took a hit. And again, when we say took a hit, it means there was a reduction in the percentage of the inventory in which that price range represents. So zero to way over on the left-hand side, 0 to 599,000 is continuing to grow. So when we talk about, yes, housing is affordable, but there's more affordable housing out there, meaning properties that fit under $600,000 category. It doesn't make them affordable. It just means they're in that affordable category. Greater Phoenix Metro market. And of course, the other price ranges were continuing to go down. So this week, I'm doing something a little bit different up there. I want you to compare this week's numbers, which you see in red, to this week's numbers, which is what we did in 2023. Now, again, I talk about these numbers, but I go through and I don't highlight which column I'm talking about. I usually just tell you, well, if 2023 or last year or 2 years ago. So it would be referencing those center two columns. So as we go through everything today, the column the 29th on the left that just disappeared, for the sake of making the screen less cluttered, we're comparing those numbers, July 29, today's numbers. And by the way, these are today's numbers. In comparison to last year's numbers. So let's take a look. So new listings, we took 1,556 new listings. That was down from 1,683 the week before. We took 1,696 a year ago, 2,200 to the right of that in Goldenrod the week before. So again, we took fewer listings this week than we did last year, same week. Now let's look at active inventory this week. 18,455, down just slightly from 18,527. You can't go up when you have less new listings added. But 18,455, look at that. We only had 11,877 last year. So again, we have inventory. 2 years ago, one of the more brisk markets, we had 18,600, just about what we have today. So we have inventory. But where is that inventory? The next line is coming soon, 469. It took a little bit of a hit. We were at 491 last year, so, coming soon's about the same. Single family detached, 14,406. Last year, 9,436. So we have 5,000 more single-family non-distressed properties in the marketplace right now than we had this same time last year. So we're looking for silver linings. But at the same token, we're saying of that 18,455, where did it come from? It came from single-family detached. That's the 5,000 home difference. Then we take a look at 2854 is the new home construction. We were at 2584, a little dyslexic for people, but, use the same numbers, rearrange them a little bit. There you go. So building is still, there's more new homes out there right now than there have been. Now, remember, this is in the MLS. So these are probably inventory homes. What are spec homes? Spec homes or anything that's approved for the city, it could still be dirt. What are inventory homes? Inventory homes are the homes that builders are building with the anticipation of having available inventory that at the time they're finished, they become, quote unquote, move-in ready. And then at that particular point, you have more options for your buyers. New home, move-in ready properties you and your client don't have to worry about the final price. It is the final price. So again, take a look at those. Non-distressed inventory at 18,368. There's so again, non-distressed. Make sure we're clear on that. There's 6,700, 6,200, 6,500 more homes in the marketplace right now that are non-distressed than there was. Wait a minute, get ready, drum roll. Last year. So pending new home listings, we consider listings to be, are sellers willing to put their homes on the market in this current market? Well, in comparison to last year, there were 11,800. Today, there's 18,400. What does that signify? More sellers are willing to sell. Now we come down here to pending. Pending is, we look at this as how many buyers are in the marketplace. So, because these are the people who have a willingness to buy and the sellers have a willingness to sell. They came together and they opened escrow. That's what pending is. So you get 3,435 properties, 3,542 last week. Last year, the same, 3,594. Wait a minute, the year before that, 3,500 homes. So the number of buyers in the marketplace over the last 2 years are relatively the same. However, there have been some months like last month where there were 6,000, buyers in the marketplace last year and only 4,100. So what's missing still is the number of buyers. And fortunately, because that's what's allowing our inventory not to get eaten up too quickly. Looking at close is sitting at 49.77 for the month, 53 last year. And again, there's two different numbers, 53.85 and 48.53. It just depends on the week and the day in which those numbers were pulled. Obviously, the ones that is highlighted, the 48.53, was same week last year. So again, similar closings, better inventory, similar buyers in the marketplace. What's the issue here? 2.63 months supply. Last week, 3.61, but last year, 2.13. We have more months supply by a half a month than we had last year. Taking a look at average sale price, or better yet, median sale price, 434 today, 434,945, 450 last week, 444,000 last year. If you wanted to say it, you could say we're almost only $10,000, between $5,000 and $10,000 different than last year. So the market isn't super going up, because what's the median? It's the very center of all of our inventory. Days on market, yeah, sure, it's gone up. We were at 100 last year. We're at 108 today. So what does that say? That say listing inventory is soft. That, I saw an article that came out from NAR today, or Riz Media, or one of them, and it said, that it's still a seller's market. Bull. Look at days on market sold, 78, 72 last year. These numbers are consistent and they're sticking here. So you have to understand these numbers, because what you're hearing and what is reality are two different things. Know your market. When you sit and have a conversation with your clients, this is the information you need to be sharing with them. You need to know this. So we ended the month, this past week at 97.78. 97.8 is the standard 2.2% negotiation standard. I mean, since I've been recording it since 1998, these are the numbers it's been averaging, a 2% discount. So in other words, the sale price to the list price has been averaging 2% of the list price, but it's a standard number. So this has nothing to do with concessions. You can create concessions inside the contract, but just realize these numbers. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call.
All right. Appreciate it as always, Todd.